Hey, welcome back to BroBots in Disguise, Season 3, Episode 21, Part 2, featuring Sarah. In Part 1, we discussed the Transformers Generation 1 episodes from Season 3, The Killing Jar, Chaos, and Forever is a Long Time Coming. In this episode, we will continue our discussion with Fight or Flee and Thief in the Night. Alright, enjoy. And we're back from a definitely short break.
Very short.
Never left.
Yeah, never. Certainly didn't have time to flee the country and come back. Oh, a quick note that I forgot in our discussion of Forever is a Long Time Coming. Beta, the character Beta, is the inspiration for the character Zerta Trion in the Energon Universe comics.
Yes.
She shows up as sort of like a...
Anyway, it's complicated.
Yeah. In the Void
Basically
Rivals,
made like another colony of Cybertronian adjacent life.
Yeah, she kind of created the black hole trap or something like that.
Yeah, the big old not Unicron. Definitely not Unicron. Totally not Unicron.
To be named Beta, she wasn't Beta.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they that's probably why they changed her name to Zerta, because they didn't want the
alpha beta connotation. But it makes sense in like the sense of like alpha trion, beta, whatever, like, alpha, beta, gamma, what. Yeah. But now it's just got a different connotation.
I was really impressed when I went to literally Marshall's and found that action figure of Alita 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
I was like, this is $2. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How is Alita 1? We were just talking Alita 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming home with me, my first official Transformers action figure.
There you go.
There you go. You can't stand. I couldn't also turn it into a car. Someone else had to do that for me. Beyond my technical expertise.
They're like little plastic origami.
Did they not have instructions or something?
I just couldn't make it look like a normal car. I don't think it was mid-transformation.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're just stuck like this.
Yeah.
To be fair, Alita 1's not exactly a normal car.
Yeah. But yeah, Alita 1's definitely had a renaissance in recent years.
Yes, very interesting characterizations.
Nice, yeah.
Some love it, some hate it.
Yeah. Anyway, on to our next episode, which some love and some hate. Fight or Flee. Cyclonus and Scourge stumble through a wormhole and find the lost pacifist Autobot colony Paradron, which is rich in Energon, and quickly bring the Decepticons to plunder it. Sandstorm, a resident of Paradron, escapes and goes to Cybertron for help. Rodimus leads a strike team to evacuate the inhabitants and destroy the planet. For reasons.
So many reasons. Really in-depth reasons.
Very.
More consistent animation and voices for once. And the sound mixing is actually good.
I like that this episode starts off so good. And then by the end of it, it's just Bruticus is randomly Cyclonus.
Yeah, it went downhill pretty quick.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the little asteroid field fight that happens at the beginning of this, like the in media res, just a random assault on the aerial bots.
Again, lots of aerial bot love in this group of episodes.
And then Scourge actually uses his little sonar ability that we were trying to figure out, like, does he actually have the ability to hear stuff from like long distances and stuff? And it's like, oh, he actually does. That's probably what his little thing on the top of his head is.
Sound can't really travel through space, so he has to find his own way to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I will take myself to the sound.
Right. They can't actually just talk, they're just mentally like sending each other like text messages.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would really explain a lot about how people are able to hear each other all the time, as if they're just shooting it directly into
force
each
mind
other's
link,
brains.
Yes. Our minds, one and the same.
Get out of reach, there's a big asteroid between us, I have to wait a minute. Okay?
Yeah. It only works on line of sight. But it's interesting, I think, that Cyclonus would suggest flying straight into a wormhole once again, right after going through a black hole a few episodes ago.
PTSD, what? what?
He's like,
He doesn't exist.
this worked out so well for me last episode.
They must be very, very,
They're very bored.
desperate. Yeah, very bored. Yeah.
Yes.
We need something.
Just go through the wormhole.
But where do you think they are? Maybe around the moons of Saturn or something, or do you think this is like another planet way off somewhere?
I think this isn't like the black hole where it sends them to another dimension. I think this is just like really, really, really far away sort of thing.
Because somehow they haven't been found yet, despite having like all this energon and stuff on this planet, and they're untouched from the war. Or at least the fourth war, I should say.
Yeah.
They're untouched from the fourth one.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh my gosh, we've heard nothing. What? We're pacifist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Paradron definitely. I think that you go through that wormhole and it puts you like on the other side of the galaxy or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you mentioned that they mention the fourth war, which I'm just going to get to it right now.
My brother in Christ, this is the fourth war.
What? This is lore breaking. What happened? We've been hearing about the third Cybertron war for so long, and we've determined that the third Cybertron war is the current one that ended at the end of the movie, right? So the one that they're currently in is the fourth war. So how did these people flee millions of years ago in the fourth Cybertron war?
I know.
I feel like it's like how they called it the First World War. They called it the Great War.
Yes, the war to end all
Till the Second
worlds.
Great War
Yeah.
happened, and they're like, crap, we need another name for this. Number two!
Yeah.
The sequel.
The sequel. Number 2. Back and warrior than ever.
This one, like, I love it. It's like, it's the fourth Cybertronian war, and it's like, my brother in Primus, you're literally in the fourth Cybertronian war as we speak.
I think, okay, this is how I wrap my head around it. We suggested that perhaps the first Cybertronian war is the rebellion against the Quintessons.
Yes.
Second Cybertronian war is the first
Decepticon Autobot conflict.
Decepticon Autobot conflict, which ended with the invention of transformation. The third Cybertron war is after the Golden Age, begins with Megatron killing Optimus Prime the first time, and then ends with Megatron killing Optimus Prime.
Right.
Ends with Unicron attacking Cybertron, and then this is like post-war. This is like the Cold War, about to be the fourth Cybertronian war. However, in Desertion of the Dinobots, it's mentioned that there are lots and lots of wars. So I think that the second Cybertronian war, the second Cybertronian war is actually split up into several smaller wars, and the fourth one of those was the one that the inhabitants of Paradron left.
Oh, okay.
Because not all of them look like they can transform.
Then
Right.
again, I don't know how often they have history classes there.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
They don't seem very preoccupied with knowledge of stuff.
And also, with the whole wormhole aspect, it could have took them also back in time. So it could have been like hey, yes, this was just it, but it could have been like a slight time travel for them.
Yeah.
Because I hate to say it, they do seem slightly primitive and naive.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go back into the last episode where you see the original Autobots when they're still slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these people literally fall into slavery so quickly. You literally hear them go, slaves, make this! I'm like, man, he instituted a factory so quick.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, these guys
So technically,
folded with zero pressure.
There could be time manipulation going on with that.
Yeah.
I thought that was very interesting because they're just like, oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
But this is a democracy!
I'm out of no one! Kick him in the shin.
Yeah.
Give me
You are now our
Avengers-
slaves.
It's giving me Avengers vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
Feels like-
bow to me. And he's like, I bow to no one. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Sure, buddy.
Yes.
No,
for sure.
I am realizing that the plot of this episode is literally just the storyline of the 2006 Paraka arc from Bionicle. Where the Paraka show up on an island where they've never had Toa, and all of the Matoran there are like, oh, these big guys are like the size that Toa should be, so they're Toa, right? And they're like, yes! Now go build us a fortress. Do it now.
I am surprised they aren't
Yeah.
like thinking they're like god Autobots. But it's like these people come with, guns and killing people, and I'm like, oh, he's just resting.
He's just a little out of
When he
it.
is better, we'll
sleeping.
talk to him. It's fine. He'll agree
Yeah.
with me. I'm like, okay.
But I do think that, like, Paradron, it makes sense if this was like a Cybertronian colony that was made by the Quintessons. And it was just like a factory
Oh.
for purely Autobots. Like the Autobot line of consumer goods.
Just factory
Which explains
workers.
why they're not
So you think
combat
that
oriented.
Quintessons seeded this colony, not... But Sandstorm specifically says that we were refugees who fled from the Fourth Cybertronian War.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think also it could be...
There could have been random outposts that they forgot about.
but I think it...
Oh, like they fled to a abandoned Quintesson factory or something like that.
And then that's why all of them look the same and why they don't look like they would transform.
The families
and
live
stuff.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are small and pathetic. Let's go together.
Yeah.
But Sandstorm can transform into Earth modes.
Well, he could be... He could potentially be like the Moses archetype.
He was
Yeah,
interesting. His character, I was like, you're very modern for a past Autobot. What's going on?
Yeah.
You suspiciously look like a helicopter from the 1980s.
Your modern thoughts are too much, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he, Sandstorm is interesting because he kind of has like a community leader aspect to him because he's the first one up on stage to talk about like, hey, these guys are dangerous. We need to, protect ourselves and stuff. But nobody listens to him during that,
Yeah.
And then it's too late, and then they lock him up because they think he's dangerous. But when he welcomes Cyclonus and Scourge at first, he's like the first one to greet them.
He's like,
Obviously, because he's the one with an actual toy. But,
right. But, yeah, I like that. He's got a cool character design and stuff. But, yeah, I feel like he could potentially be their version of, like, a Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
he's the leader. He's got the distinct character design.
Yeah.
He has more bright colors. He has primary colors.
Yes.
Yes.
Primary colors.
He's not beige.
Exactly.
And then the other guy, who I imagine is probably his political rival, he's like red with sort of like these shoulder things. He looks like he could transform too. He's got like horns.
Yes.
And apparently he joins the Decepticon side at one point.
Yes.
I like these background character designs. They remind me of Transformers Armada whenever they do generics. Although our Transformers Armada usually like drew... they took G1 characters and recolored them.
Yeah, generics are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And
we get a turquoise RC. Who's the medic.
I do love the like kind of it reminded me of the Time Traveler by H.G. Wells, the Eloy being so naive.
Yes. Yeah.
Not basically being sheep and stuff. Yeah. It's a good concept, but I like the contrast of the Autobots and Decepticons in this era of the war are kind of a weird shadow of their former self. Mm-hmm. They're cynical and jaded and deep in their sass era.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of the second removed generation of Autobots and Decepticons. And these people have only ever heard of like Autobots and Decepticons as like their glorious forms and stuff.
Great warriors and oppressors alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the contrast of like they're not really the best representation of what they used to be, but this place is an exact representation of what they have all been fighting for.
Yes.
This whole time is like this is a Cybertron that never lost its golden age sort of thing. This is the abundant resources, plenty to go around for everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's the exact thing that this whole war was originally about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when they interact with it, they're just sort of like, nah, it's too good to be true. Let's blow it up. And it's kind of poignant, but at the same time, it's just really kind of funny.
Yeah.
That it's like, they get exactly what they want when they stumble on it.
Yeah.
But Decepticons being Decepticons, they're just like, oh, we'll just take
they
it
take
over.
after the Quintessons, because they're like, if I can't have it, you can have it, so we're just going to blow it up anyway.
Yeah, we're just going to destroy it all.
Yeah.
But even the Autobots, they're not even really helpful with it, where it's just sort of like, well, we're just going to blow it up. They're not really looking for an option to save this place at all.
I think this...
Abandoned post!
Yeah. I think this episode was a little too fast-paced.
This could have been a two-parter.
Yeah, for sure. It would have explained it a lot. As it is, it escalates so quickly.
Yes.
I get the idea, like, okay, the Autobots do not have
the resources at this point to defend both Cybertron and Paradron.
Yeah.
Also, Paradron's a funny name. It's like
I like Paradron.
Paradise.
Yeah.
Paradron. Yeah.
Paradron.
Also, it looks like Cybertron in the Armada cartoon.
Yes.
More connections there. But they don't have the resources to defend both. But the Decepticons are fully willing to just abandon Char and move here.
Right.
They're already super entrenched on this planet. So it makes sense that the Autobots are like, well, we'll just blow it up so that the Decepticons can't have it and use it as a base to attack Cybertron from. But the episode is so fast-paced, it's just like, man, did you not have any other options?
Yeah. It's like, listen, we have no other choice but to go nuclear right off the bat.
Well, you had all these, pre-Autobots,
Yes.
there on the island, or on the planet, who I'm just like, what... Did you guys all get out of the wormhole? Like, are you part of the group now? Can you guys all start transforming? Where did you guys go? Are you at Cybertron after this? Like, that's why some of them did join Decepticons,
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. But no, they pulled back to the Bionicle, they pulled a Save the Heart of Metronui and evacuated a lot of evacuated all the proto-Autobots and...
That was a fun, weird animation error. Because when they were all packing into the elevator, they were all yellow.
Yeah.
Then as soon as the camera angle switched, I guess, to inside the elevator, they're all different colors.
Yeah. This is the elevator,
two different
the painting
painters.
elevator.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
This is where they all get their paint jobs.
Right?
Yep.
I want to be blue next time.
There was also a green one with a sling. I thought that was really funny.
Yes.
They're inclusive, okay?
Yeah.
Speaking of like
Should have put one on
Autobots,
crutches.
speaking of Autobots going like kind of way more aggressive than usual, they get Sandstorm and then they immediately like hook him up to like a lie detector like mental probe thing, and they're like, tell us what you know, and he's like, I swear
I don't know anything.
I don't know. This is just where I've been.
I will say things went hardcore in this episode. So you started began between Decepticons literally kicking one of the I hate to say it, native Autobots into a screen.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'm
And then
stuck up
he's
here.
just like, I'm
Everybody's
stuck.
got to be somewhere.
I'm like, okay, that just escalated quickly, and then they immediately shoot the guy who won't bow down. They just immediate, okay, no resistance. We're just gonna go for straight death right now.
Everybody in this episode woke up and chose violence.
Yeah.
Whenever they get whenever you have like Expendables with no toys, it's like, oh, we can be extra violent to these guys. Yeah.
Bruticus is here. And
he's all over the place.
He's everywhere in this episode.
Like Brawl and some of the other Combaticons are running around. Bruticus also exists.
I guess he's not supposed to be here.
And it's funny, we see the poor lobotomized Bruticus at peak mental capacity.
Yes.
being dumb.
Big dumb guy.
I will say, once again, they have flying inconsistencies. Because you
Yes.
had the Autobot fall down the trench. Or not the Autobot. You had a Sandstorm fall down the trench.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, I guess he's dead. And then they immediately transform and fly after him. And I'm like, he could have flown. What?
Yeah.
Now you guys are just flying as bots. One of them actually didn't even transform. They were still as a human.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, can they fly? Can they not fly?
Yeah.
Is this a
It's very
remaining inconsistent thing going on right now?
It's very inconsistent. In the very first episode, basically everybody could fly if they were in robot mode, which begs the question, why do you need to transform into anything?
Yeah, right.
But then later on they were just kind of like, okay, it's Autobots and Decepticons. The Autobots have to drive and the Decepticons can fly. And then in War Dawn, they kind of suggested that was what made the Decepticons more powerful than the Autobots. They
have the high ground.
They can
Yes.
they can fly. I can fly. Can you fly? Fly home, Orion. I work alone.
Well, and between that and then you had, I think it was Sandstorm who literally, I know they probably made it so it was recognizable, but the gas can and just pouring it in the rocket ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, I know they probably did that because kids don't know what maybe a gas tank or a big petrol thing is. So like, let's put a little gas can for like 5 gallons and just pour it into the rocket. And I was like,
my little plastic thing.
That little plastic gas can is gonna really support that rocket ship that takes thousands of gallons.
What do you think that was in there? Or do you think it was just straight gas, or do you think it was energon?
It doesn't last long if it was gas.
Yeah.
It's just ethanol. No.
Yeah.
Oil.
Because this has a rare instance of liquid energon in this episode, and another instance of drinking energon. Mm-hmm. Because when the medic gives Cyclonus
starts drinking it.
Yeah, he starts drinking it.
Dunks his head.
Beats the person.
Yeah, later.
Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Or Autobots, they just get whipped around.
Yeah.
I love how Sandstorm even sees that, where it's like he rushes him out of the way, and then he's just like, they're fine.
Don't worry about it. We've got plenty of energon for everybody. And Cyclonus is like, I can sell this.
Natural resources, more like natural money sources.
I like the part where they were just casting cartoon bombs,
Yes.
like a Looney Tunes episode. But like they were just pouring it in into the mold. But hey, we got a little bit of laser beak in this episode. That's nice. And there's one other thing I was gonna mention.
Sandstorm.
Oh, the prison. Do you think the Decepticons built that prison, or do you think they already had that prison?
I think the prison was hilarious. Why do you have little tiny iron gates when everyone can fly over that?
Right.
Yes.
and also he could just bring a welder out of his wrist. He just breaks out of prison immediately.
Unless there's like secretly invisible wires that like make a dome over the prison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think I'm overthinking this. So literally they're just like, man, how do we get past these little metal gates?
That's why I think that Paradron already had that prison was
because it's useless.
Yeah, exactly. They may be pacifists, but that doesn't mean there's not crime.
Yeah.
And
public intoxication with too much energon. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
If there's if most of them can't transform, then they most likely can't fly over the bars. So
they don't do limbo over there.
Yeah.
No one can do the cha-cha limbo.
Yep.
Now this one also, if you watched the YouTube one, also had a little quintessence thing at the end about it too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So that was another one.
About
that's when you learn about the 5 faces and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, that'd been good like 3 episodes ago.
Right.
That
Glad I got it now. You
Yeah.
know, and they blew up their planet to prevent the others. So I was like, oh hey, it's relevant.
Yeah.
Blowing up planets to stop others.
Oh yeah,
it
this
really
is
does
another,
tie it together. Yeah.
This is another case of a cosmic, or not cosmic,
celestial.
A celestial object getting annihilated.
Yeah.
Now, Galvatron wasn't directly involved.
Yeah.
But he was involved.
Right.
So we can't count it to his total kill count so far.
There's a running theme going on here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Galvatron likes blowing up planets.
So I guess Rodimus just took that. Like the Quintessons in 5 Faces of Darkness, is that part 3?
Yes.
2 or 3? Yeah, they're like,
two.
There is a small % chance that we may blow up Rodimus and the Matrix by blowing up our entire planet. So Rodimus said, that's a good idea. There's a small % chance I can blow up Galvatron by blowing up this entire planet. And he's just so mean to Sandstorm. Sandstorm's like, wow, it was beautiful in death as it was in life. And then Rodimus is like, you'll get over it.
Yeah.
I did like Sandstorm in this because
Yes.
he's trying to be a leader. He's
trying
trying to do
so
something.
hard.
And like the world just hates him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I don't know if he shows up in later on, but
He
I'm
does.
like, okay, cool. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like he's a character that needs to continue
Yeah.
his own little arc.
He does.
Of like, oh yes, I can't wait to see more of him.
They keep him
Yeah, in
around,
the
but they don't really
future-
do much with him.
In the next episode, we meet Octane, and he kind of gets banished from the Decepticons. In our next podcast episode, we'll cover an episode where Sandstorm kind of takes Octane under his wing, and they're kind of hanging out as buddies for a while.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the future, Sandstorm's just kind of around and helps the Autobots
Yeah, he's
around.
relegated to background character.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's why we had to move this episode here so it could come
At least
before
he's still
that
there,
episode.
you know. At least,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also
He's around. He's integrated into Earth.
He's
and-
naturalized.
Yeah.
He took his visa, you know.
Yeah. He got his green card.
He's integrated into the Autobots with on Earth and on Cybertron. Oh, that's another thing. They're already defending both Cybertron and Earth, so it would be hard for them to also defend Paradron.
No one goes back to the wormhole again.
And they couldn't train all those civilians, so...
Oh yeah, before we even get to like the planet destruction, we got to go through like this Indiana Jones level thing to get to the core.
Oh yeah.
And there's like a seeking missile or something that's piloted by Decepticons.
That made no sense. It was like, don't move and the missile won't know we're here.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. It knows where it isn't because it knows where it is at all times.
Yeah, and also, don't speak or the ceiling will fall on you. Kaboom! And the ceiling does not fall.
You know, right? The car exploding, nothing happens.
Yeah.
You speaking, we're doomed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's just because it's old or if that's a booby trap. Like, if it hears your voice specifically, it will fall down.
It's like the beginning of The Quiet Place.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Don't speak.
But the missile in the hall reminds me of the hallways under Cybertron in Desertion of the Dinobots with the heat-seeking missiles.
It also made me think of Tormatron and all of his like weird little like hallways and stuff and like his weird
Torque
little...
3.
Torque 3, yes.
Tormatron is the energy creature in Call of the Predators.
That's right. Yeah, no, Torque 3.
Once again, if they could send like mental text messages, they'd be so much
Yes.
easier.
Yes.
Just a little bit of robot sign language even, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
I feel like there's a later Transformer series where they do that.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of the show Murder Drones.
Yes. I have. I haven't watched it, but I've heard it.
It's a vibe about like weird murderous teenage robots who get killed by other exorcist robots, all made by humans to do I don't know. It's crazy.
Okay.
But then their eyes, they will send like little messages and emojis on their eyes when they can't speak.
That's great.
And I'm like, okay, that kind of
That's cool.
It reminds me of those little tiny robot dogs you had in the early 2000s.
Yes,
Their eyes are
yes.
their eyes are kind of like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is hilarious.
Maybe they could do that in
dogs.
Transformers, having like the characters who have visors for eyes do like a little.
Oh, in Transformers Prime, when Soundwave's face does like the little...
Oh yeah, he does an
little
emoji
sound
at one
and
point.
He does an emoji on his face, yeah.
Like, they're really limiting themselves with human faces. You can do so much more.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hey, where's the screen on the head, please?
There is, yep.
Right.
Soundwave at one point, his entire face is just a screen, like a TV screen.
It's great until some little kid throws a rock at the screen and it's all...
Yep. But yeah, so we've got the missile from Desertion of the Dinobots, the car that the Constructicons are driving around in, the little buggy that launches the missile, I guess. And that reminds me of Action Masters, where they would have a little transforming car that the non-transforming Transformer toy would go into.
Yeah.
And then
It's the tape recorder and the boombox in the car.
Yeah.
Just nesting egg doll of the Transformers toy.
The core reminds me of Unicron's core.
Yes, it looks very Unicron-ish in nature.
Yes,
and
which makes me wonder, maybe Paradron is Primus. They just blew up
a creator gun. Well, it could be like Paradron at one point was a like a entity that could transform into something, but
there was potential.
It's too late now.
Who knows?
Do you think it has a Vector Sigma that programs new Transformers?
I don't know.
Maybe not if they're all kind of.
The episode sure isn't interested in exploring that.
Yeah.
But thought and continuation and plot, lore? No.
The theme of this episode is definitely pacifism is great as long as you're not being invaded.
Blur wasn't even in here, but everything went by so fast.
Yes. He was actually. He was in the back.
Yeah.
He was part of the strike team.
And then
he never talked.
And then
though.
Sandstorm was like, "What's wrong with his voice?"
That's
right.
guy?
Is there a problem with his voice? Yeah. It's like
That's just the way he is.
He just talks faster than he thinks.
It's like they talk funny.
They talk weird
these
here.
futuristic
Just wait
things.
till you meet Wheelie.
Oh man.
Just picking up Wheelie from Quintessa, picking up Sandstorm from Paradron, picking up all these different characters and stuff, and then just Rodimus. Why do I feel that we've picked up another pathetic life form?
I do. I also like the pairing of Ultra Magnus and Sandstorm.
Yes.
Going through to get to the planet.
Yep.
Planet core. And then Galvatron having the realization that like, oh, wait a minute, Magnus is leaving. Something's up.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you coward! Wait a minute, he's not a coward. Oh, shoot.
If you're running, then something's actually going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, of course, we cannot forget, all right, hand me the bomb. We'll get to it in quotes, but...
But, yeah. Interesting episode.
A lot of cool concepts in this one.
High stakes. Probably should have been a two-parter.
It's just so fast. So fast. Slow down.
Yep.
Stretch it out a little bit.
They had
Overall,
a small budget. They could only go so far.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, chill down, Rodimus, but also, yeah, pretty good episode. And I like the introduction. As an introductory episode for Sandstorm, I do like it.
Yeah.
And from his perspective, yeah, things do move very quickly.
It's so poetic with like the ending being like, it was as beautiful in life as it was in death. And then Rodimus just, whatever it is, you'll get over it. Cybertron's totally better than this.
You see one die, you see 1,000 die.
Bedside manners.
I feel like that is very much indicative of the entire season's attitude toward just the stories that it tells. Is that very like flippant, like callous, just sort of whatever.
You leave a path of destruction. Ours or theirs, who knows?
Let's make it as dark as we can. Why? It'd be funny.
80s action movie to the nines.
If Autobots could smoke, he would have like a cigarette in his hand.
Rodimus would 100% smoke a stogie if he could.
He's give him a muffler. There you go. You can just smoke out of the muffler.
A pack of cigs.
It's like a cup in the IDW comics with a cigar.
Just chewing on it.
Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts about this episode?
All right. Hand me the bomb. Speaking of bombs, let's learn more about Carbombia.
All right after the break. And we're back with Thief in the Night, which I'm making Hayden read because it's got lots of nouns.
Yes. Okay. Oh boy. Thief in the Night. Octane and Trypticon form a strenuous... I already messed up. Octane and Trypticon form a strenuous relationship with Abdul Fakadi, Abdul Fakadi, the Supreme Military Commander, President for Life, and King of Kings of the Socialist Democratic Federative Republic of Carbombia. And steal other countries' national monuments in trade for Carbombian oil to make super energon. The Autobots are framed for it as the Decepticons take over the country. Desperately, Abdul Fakadi, Supreme Military Commander, President for Life, and King of Kings of the Socialist Democratic Federative Republic of Carbombia, asks the Autobots to oust the Decepticons and clear their name.
Good job.
Specifically, can you infiltrate my own country?
Yes.
I am asking you to invade my country. Again, disclaimer. We know it's bad. I don't think I'm qualified to accurately assess exactly how culturally offensive it is, but this is allegedly the episode that broke Casey Kasem. Very unfortunate.
Yes.
We do not condone negative cultural stereotyping, though maybe negative stereotyping of dictators is okay. Yes. Also, this is another ACOM episode. Yay.
Which is arguably a worse offense.
Nonetheless, it does offer a lot of very interesting information and story, so let's go forward with analyzing the good parts.
If you want to learn more about the whole like controversial situation and stuff, just look up Casey Kasem on TF Wiki. It'll give you the whole rundown on why he left the show after this.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. It was a product of its time. It's not good, but it makes for a very fun episode.
This was the episode that broke him?
Yes, so he left the show after this
Casey
because
Kasem,
of the bad representation.
Voice of Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
He voiced Cliffjumper and Blue Streak and a couple other characters in Generation 1 in Season 1 and 2, but once they brought on this character, Abdul Fakadi, because of...
Is he a reoccurring character?
He showed up in one other episode.
Okay.
It's ironic. Yeah, that's the weird thing about this story is that this is the last episode with Abdul Fakadi.
I know!
So why didn't Casey Kasem come back? Casey Kasem is apparently of Lebanese descent.
Yes.
And in the past they've had villain Arabic characters before, but they also had good guy Arabic characters as well. In these episodes, it's just the evil Arab stereotype from the 80s, because
it's extremely
that was a big thing at that time. Yeah. So anyway,
good old 80s.
Yeah.
So
where none of us were alive.
It's true.
Yeah. Allegedly, this caused Casey Kasem to quit because he found this to be offensive.
Yes. Poor alliterative named man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't condone it, but it
it can still be a funny episode.
We can still be a very good episode.
It can still be, yeah. There are things to like in this episode.
Yes.
As I've said before, any villain character who is so pompous and self-centered as to have a never-ending title like that is always a winner.
Yes.
I just think about the weird named places in our own state, like Burnt Corn.
Yes.
Burnt Corn.
Burnt
Corn, Alabama.
Yep, there's names everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Some people just be naming stuff. I do like the continuity where this is picking up where Five Faces of Darkness left off with Trypticon's body getting yeeted by Metroplex.
Yeah.
And then we never found the body. Where could he have gone?
I found it interesting that they didn't just reuse footage from Five Faces.
Yeah, they custom
actually
animated
a new sequence.
I thought they were actually watching a movie at the beginning because he's like, oh yeah, I watched this 10 times already. Show the good part.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this last time I watched you guys were filming a movie. Is this part of a movie?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
oh wait, no, this just happened. Why did you watch this 10 times already?
Yeah.
I do like that being different camera angles. This is something that always bugs me whenever movies or shows are like, we're watching the security camera footage and it's just the footage that we saw earlier in the movie. It's like,
With,
how
the
did you have
cuts and
security
stuff.
camera footage at the same exact angle as this, cinematic lens or whatever?
Invisible drones.
Oh man, I didn't realize you had a
exactly,
camera
but-
crew and an editing crew all for this one security camera.
Right, exactly. And then
It's almost like it's modern times with cell phones, but set 45 years ago.
yeah, exactly. But for here, it's different camera angles, so it's like, okay, yeah, they could possibly have those. And then Grimlock also, that's kind of like a reference to the movie where the
Get to the
Dinobots are
good part.
saying, get to the good part. Me no Autobot wipers.
Yes. But yeah, I do love that it feels like they're watching a kaiju movie.
Yeah. Yep. Now Broadside is on the Autobot side, and he's got the same voice.
Yes.
Yep, but now he's a aircraft carrier instead of a jet. He's another triple changer.
He still flies a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, this I forgot, but yeah, Six Gun, Scamper, and Slammer, all of Metroplex's little mini dudes are all here.
As far as I can recall off the top of my head, this is their only appearance.
Fascinating.
Is to grill the Dinobots.
I did find it funny when you got to when you left the Autobots and you went to the two Decepticons in the city.
Yes.
And there's we're defending them as we shoot tourists.
They shoot tourists, yeah.
Yep.
It's just
Exactly.
Tripty Babe, what you doing? I'm like,
Tripty Babe.
right, Tripty Babe. I was like, what's the nickname? I'm like, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
the chillest Decepticon ever. Just Tripty Babe.
Yes.
Come on.
Absolutely adore the setup with Octane, Tripticon, and Abdul Fakadi.
Yes.
Because it feels like an agent in Hollywood. Abdul Fakadi is the producer for a studio,
Yeah.
demanding everything.
Yeah.
Octane is the sleazeball agent
Yeah.
for the talent,
Yeah.
and the talent is a big dummy.
Yeah,
Give him all the energy. Hey, no running. Don't do that.
And he's a washed up actor who's past his glory days, and he's "Bah."
Literally washed up. He washed up on. Apparently,
Yes.
he washed up on Dinobot Island.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Which is apparently still there.
It is
Yeah.
interesting though because he's like, oh, I'm a hero.
Yes.
I'm like, so at first I was like, do you want to be a Decepticon? Because you wanted to be a hero. Do you want to go back to the Dinobot Island and be with the good guys? Because right now you just have a terrible agent who's calling you Tripty Babe.
Yeah.
I like that he's
Exactly.
not necessarily a bad dude at heart. He's just a big dumb guy who's he doesn't want to do the right thing. He just wants to be a hero. He wants to be liked, and he wants people to rely on him and stuff because it makes him feel good.
Yeah.
And he can have more energon to eat.
Yeah. And apparently he was healing. Galvatron says that he was being repaired.
Yeah.
Also, Octane says that he was being repaired.
What was it? He was
on
having
Dinobot Island. So I wonder.
50 cubes an hour.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Each cube was
I wrote it.
1,000 gallons or something like that. Oh,
Exactly,
you see right there,
1,000 barrels of oil, according to Abdul Fakadi. 1,000 barrels of oil equals 1 energon cube. Trypticon drinks 50, so 50,000 barrels of oil. But apparently it's better oil and it makes super energon. I don't know how that's comparable to usual energon consumption, but yeah.
Okay, so
now he's eating the energon cubes. And now we've got another...
It's a concentrate.
Right, and then Octane is drinking the energon cubes again. So apparently that's just a thing that happens.
So 1,000 oil barrels is 42,000 gallons.
Wow.
And today it's around $100 per barrel.
That's it?
Well, no, now today it's like 200.
That's today. It wildly fluctuates all the time.
Yeah.
But because of that, because later on in the episode, when they made the deal with like, hey, we're gonna steal you all the gold in the U.S.
Yes.
And I'll pay for the energon.
Exactly.
I did Google. I was like, okay, well, how much is an ounce of gold? Like, or like, how is that really comparable to oils? Right now, oil seems expensive. I'm filling my car a ridiculous amount. I'm not buying gold though.
Yeah.
So I actually did go look, and it was like gold in 2026 costs more than oil. Because 1 ounce of gold can purchase over 75 barrels of oil.
Whoa!
Wow!
And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess gold is better than oil
so
right
they
now.
must have.
They were making a down payment.
Yeah. Oh, I was just picturing like a magnet going over the U.S. just stealing all the gold from random citizens.
Well,
who needs a magnet when you got Trypticon to just rip Fort Knox out of its foundation?
Right? Like the ground as well. I was like, that must have great infrastructure because the
it doesn't.
There's no like faucets or water pipes.
Walls don't even
later
start
on
crumbling apart or anything.
Later on, there is a big hole, so I guess he just scooped up all the ground.
The foundation of it.
Yeah, the whole foundation
just
of the building.
Stealing all of the fancy buildings. And I did like it was when he met, what is it called? The big the Transformer good guy, the huge guy.
Metroplex.
Metroplex.
Yes.
And he just, Metroplex is here, and just chucks the Taj Mahal on him or whatever.
Yes.
I was
He's like, here,
take it. And they frame him for stealing the Kremlin.
Yes.
And I was just like, how... I know they didn't have social media back then. I know they aren't filming with, like, their random cell phones. But how can you confuse a giant dinosaur with a man-bot?
Yeah.
One's black, one's white, one has a giant Decepticon logo on his chest.
One is a T-Rex.
One has the Autobot symbol. And I was like, man, they're really bad at framing them, but also it worked.
Yep.
So just when
this is not the first time this has happened.
I guess they didn't take the witness statements of the guys that were dancing, just the soldiers who showed up late. Shouldn't they have already been there?
They were definitely doing the Rasputin dance from Just Dance.
Yes. Very stereotypical Russia.
Yep.
I also like that. It's just cartoon logic. Like, it doesn't make a lick of sense, but just
cartoon.
Picking up buildings and stuff. And the fact that it's only, after Fort Knox, it serves no monetary value to steal these monuments. It's literally just, Abdul Fakadi's like, it'll make my country look good.
He's like, this will be great for tourism.
Yeah. Who's going to tour the country with the stolen monument?
And you literally have a T-Rex shooting them.
Yeah.
Have you heard I don't know if this is a real thing or not, but I've heard that North Korea has their own versions of famous monuments and landmarks.
So does California.
From around the world that they've just gathered there. Yeah.
Despicable Me, when Gru's like, we have all we stole the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
California.
California.
We're gonna steal the moon, and this is what it's giving me right now.
Yeah, exactly. Abdul Fakadi's just Gru.
Yes.
Right? Just bald.
I love Octane's constantly deteriorating relationship with him too. How he's just constantly having to come up with new things. He's always in just a predicament.
Yeah, he's a con man.
It's none of this. I imagine that Octane was sent to Dinobot Island in order to deliver more fuel to Trypticon, so that to help in the healing process.
Yeah.
He was a courier or something like that.
Yeah, because he's an oil tanker.
I could take over the Decepticons with this guy. We could be buddies. And then he's like, let's go to Carbamia and team up with Abdul Fakadi. And then everything just starts falling apart because Abdul Fakadi starts hating him. He's like, get out of my country. No, wait, we can be useful. And then the rest of the Decepticons show up. How dare you steal Trypticon? I'll destroy you. No, I was definitely doing it for you, Galvatron, you know?
Wait for Starscream to be like, I'll be the next leader, not you.
Right.
Octane's kind of like another Starscream, but he actually is like pretty good at his schemes.
Yeah.
Right? Starscream every single second, he's like, oh, you look kind of tired. I guess I'm the new leader.
Yeah.
And this guy's like,
you're looking
no.
a little, got a couple bags in your eyes.
Whereas Octane's like, I'm going to make my own path with this big dude beside me.
Yes.
He's the guy who's like talking crap about the manager of the store the whole time until the manager walks in and he's like, oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I did this for you.
Yeah.
He's a professional bootlicker.
Yes.
But
with delusions of grandeur.
he's like if Starscream and Swindle did the fusion dance.
Yes. Exactly.
But yeah, at this point, like, I'm not even surprised that the humans suspected the Autobots of building snatching, because at this point it's 2006. Stuff is crazy. They're already always constantly suspicious of Autobots and stuff. Either they're blindly trusting, or they're like, these are the devil incarnate.
I feel like it's still us in general, like in real life.
Yes.
So honestly, having them be like, there's giant bots, are they for us, against us? Let's secretly create things to destroy them at any moment.
Yes.
Yeah. And then also, like, at this point, the Autobots are fairly unrecognizable in their doctrines and disciplines and stuff.
You have them in different places and stuff like that.
They're also, like, I mean, they instantly suspect all of the Dinobots.
You're
their
different.
own kind is like, it was supposed to be a dinosaur, so clearly it's someone from our own ranks.
Right? I when they're on the island and Starlink was just like, what do you mean, guys? I've been here the entire, like, what? Why am I actually a dinosaur right now?
It's like, I'm not even fully a dinosaur.
Right. I wanted to talk about that too. Perceptor suspects poisoned Energon.
Yes.
Which apparently is a thing. Maybe because of Cosmic Rust episode where he was tricked into helping with the poison and stuff. But according to Grimlock, it sounds like when Transformers transform, they leave some sort of transform static behind, like a scent.
It's like a musk.
Which reminds me of the 2007 live-action Transformers movie where they left like a radiation signature.
I can smell him.
Well, that too. But no, they were the humans were tracking them with some sort of radiation signature.
Little Godzilla beeper.
But apparently, dinosaur alt modes have specific transformation static.
Yeah.
And
another giant round footprint.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. It's like, they're so stupid too. It's like
who could possibly
have made this? Who's a 1,000,000-foot tall dinosaur? Could it be Grimlock, the 40-foot tall dinosaur?
He
ate a Mario mushroom.
We even have it in the very beginning when they're doing the underwater scene.
Yes.
And they're looking at it, and he's like, look at these giant footprints underwater. I'm like, that dude made footprints underwater?
Yeah.
He is huge.
Yeah.
I can't even make footprints in water.
It's also underwater as well.
It's like Godzilla walking through the ocean.
There's too many Godzilla references
There's
in the last
so
few
many
episodes.
Godzilla in
I'm
this.
like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, apparently dinosaur electrons is a thing that can be in circuits, like DNA. Like maybe it's a programming thing.
I wonder if the cassettes have their own type of DNA.
Probably, like a cassette former.
I sense a essence of rewind.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we're going to interrogate all of our own rank.
Yeah. There are later on, I don't know if they show up in the cartoon, but later on Soundwave does get cassettes that turn into dinosaurs. I think they can combine too.
Yes.
It's just Jurassic Park.
Yeah. But I'm starting to think that Grimlock isn't as dumb and bungling as he is by Grimlock New Brain. He's just kind of goofy, but overall smart.
He's just a guy.
He's slowly updating himself. He's just like, yes.
Also, he's got his season 1 head again.
Yes.
In this episode.
I was like, it's back.
Yeah.
Oh, he had really weird hands. They looked like human fingers. And I was like, ugh! It freaked me out. I did not like it.
His arms are like weirdly articulate for being little T-Rex arms.
And then I was like, that's a distinct human hand.
Yeah.
And your fingers moved, and that made me uncomfortable. I need to. So I still don't like him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't like Grimlock?
You
don't like Grimlock? No!
We got a Grimlock to track
Sorry.
He's such a puppy dog.
Yeah.
He's so creepy.
Yeah. You might like him better in season 2.
That's true. He's more of like Barbarian
episodes.
King.
Yeah.
This one is just, it's so goofy. It also like it plays out very kind of procedurally.
Yeah.
And then like it wraps up super duper quick to where it's just like
another invasion.
A little bit of a fight and
At
then
least
that's it.
Yeah. Another invasion of a place that the Decepticons have taken over. But at least Rodimus didn't resort to blowing up Africa to get the Decepticons out of Carbamia, which is apparently a coastal country. And has more camels than people.
4,000 camels.
Yes.
I did like it was a coastal. That's why the cruise ship had to stay like 3 miles away from it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's giving me was it the Sentinel Island in India?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Give me that vibe. Like you had to stay
Mhm.
so many miles away from it, or else the people will kill you.
Right.
Like, that's not at all.
Otherwise, a
troublesome. Go ahead.
giant battle station that turns into Godzilla
We'll
shoot at you.
Right. I did like how
They
the
suddenly
leader
got
was
nuclear
like,
weapons.
"Hey, I'm so sorry. Let me just give you all these animals."
And such wonderful camels.
Yeah, it's like, what are the Transformers gonna do with animals? Why don't you like give them more energon or something?
Right? And I could give you some oil, or I could give you 10 cows.
I guess after this...
I mean, symbolically, I guess, culturally, it's a
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But I guess after this, Abdul Fakadi gave up all of his ambitions of world domination and was just like, I'm a chill guy now.
I thought he was going to be like a tourist monopoly going on over there. Like instead of Zoo Tycoon, it was Tourist Tycoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got all the worlds, like Disney World, in my one city.
I like how Abdul calls anybody he doesn't like fanatics or imperialists.
Yes. He just has a zippy label for anybody.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the Autobots are kind of imperialists now.
At this point, very much so.
Decepticons definitely are fanatics.
Autobots 100% represent 80s America.
I was saying, it kind of depends on also, it's a good, they landed in America, I guess that's good. Because if they had landed, in any other country, can you imagine Braveheart? They landed in Scotland, yes! Go to Scotland!
There's,
it could have been very different.
There was a comic from the UK Transformers called the Metal Man or the Iron Man or something like that. And it was about a Transformer who landed in medieval Great Britain.
Weird.
And he was like a legend among the knights or something like that.
They're doing that with so many things. I saw a manga where Stitch from Lilo and Stitch landed with a samurai.
What?
And then was in Japan. And I was like, what is happening here? And then he learns how to sword fight. I'm like, what's okay?
That's amazing.
Samurai Stitch, let's go.
Cool.
There's some new Transformers that is Optimus, Starscream, Bumblebee, and Megatron that are it's a toy line that's what if the Transformers landed in Samurai Japan.
Oh, that's sick.
And they turn into samurai. They're pretty cool. They also did, of course, in the live action movies. The Transformers that turned into the dragons landed in medieval Britain also.
So I would like to check in on Abdul and see if there's any appearances that he had later on. He only showed up in one other thing, and it was a Transformers Legends anthology. I don't know if it's like a book or a comic or something, but Carbambia gets occupied by NATO. Fakadi gets ousted from power and becomes the leader of the Carbambian Protection League, a group of freedom fighters who are trying to take back the country. He makes a deal with Swindle to get more advanced weaponry.
Are they swindled?
I think so. It says, Swindle finally agreed to deliver the promised weapons. However, after the handover took place, Fakati was arrested by NATO, along with his son-in-law, Pak Militon, and financier Anton Surik. Protesting loudly that they couldn't do this to him, Fakati was pistol-whipped into submission by Major Bergstrom.
Okay.
Yep.
I can see why maybe they didn't put that in the show.
Poor Carbamia.
Poor Carbamia.
They deserve better.
He deserves so much more.
It's very sad. But I like to think of my personal headcanon that he just becomes a nice guy after that, and he gives away camels.
My personal headcanon is that he becomes a nice guy after this episode, turns it into a tourist hub. Just makes a very profitable tourist location out of Carbamia. And hires Cliffjumper as an aide.
I'm going that none of the Autobots or Decepticons want as animals, so he just retires to a solo farm and lives his life in peace.
There you go.
Yes.
He just enjoys the life with all the other animals because he's tired of camels.
Yes.
There's too many camels.
He opens a zoo. Alright, any other thoughts about this episode?
It's fun.
I like the general concept of Decepticons teaming up with dictators.
I like seeing a different side of Decepticons, not the Megatron or like that type of Decepticon, but like, the solo ones.
Yes.
Or solo-esque, the duos.
They're doing side quests.
Yeah, I like the side quests.
Yeah, the side quest Decepticons. You get a lot of that in season 3. It's pretty nice. And yeah, like I said, Octane will come back in an upcoming episode where he meets the ghost of Starscream.
Yes! Starscream is back, and this time he's ethereal.
He call him Starry Babe.
Starry
Babe.
His reaction is more of like, Starscream!
But apparently after this, Galvatron puts a price on Octane's head and banishes him for the Decepticons.
Well, it's probably because he called him, like, from Mega Babes to, like, Galva Babes or something like that,
Right? It wasn't the stealing Triptychon and trying to take over the Decepticons part. It was the name calling.
Yeah, don't give me a nickname. Aw, Galva Babes, it's fine.
Galva Babes.
Also, Teletran 2 is a very sassy computer.
Yes.
But
Teletran 2, they programmed a little bit of spunk into him.
Yep.
Or her.
When they have sass, it's a good vibe.
The season 3 is the season of sass.
I love it. Love it.
Yep.
Right, okay.
With that, let's take a short break and get into our segments. All right, segments. First segment. Favorite quote from each episode. The Killing Job.
Oh boy. You first.
But how long is a little while? And then the engine immediately explodes.
I just put the end one where it's, we traveled from one universe to another and back again, but as citizens of the same galaxy, we're still so far apart. Just a very poignant line. Yeah.
Yep.
So you already wrote it down, but it's you've got till the count of 1 to open these bars. 1.
You
heard that? I was just like, that was a good one, and you had already put it down. I was like, oh, yep, that was my favorite. That was my favorite one.
Oh, good. I'm glad that I went with my second choice.
That's why I didn't put anything.
Yeah, we try to do one line that we like the most.
All right.
Sometimes we'll do more.
Chaos.
There was a lot of good ones in
Yes.
there. But one of my favorites was Skylink's very humble, which it was the fake Skylinks going, perfect flight, flawless, right down to the landing, naturally.
Naturally.
I was like, oh,
No, that's real Skylinks.
Oh yeah,
That is
yeah.
real
The first one
Skylinks,
in the first one it was the fake one. I liked his as well. His quotes in there.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't think I did a line for this one. Dang. I forgot. What was yours?
Astrotrain and Galvatron talking. Just think, Galvatron, when you destroy Cybertron, you'll be more famous than Unicron. Thinking. Yes, I know, Astrotrain.
It takes so long to respond. I think my favorite line from this has just got to be,
boss. You can read your others if you want.
Oh yeah, the commercials. No, that was the first one. Sorry, I'm going back in time. I'm looking at the wrong ones.
Back into time.
I did like that. 9 out of 10 Autobots agree that death crystals can be bad for your health.
Redgar's got some pretty good ones.
Right. What is it? The pop top cannot popping and Ziploc bag not locking. Like I was like, what is this a seizure? And I was like, are they sponsored by Ziploc? Like, what is happening here? I did like that.
Redgar's just a walking sponsorship.
It wasn't quite product placement, but I was like, man, is this not work? Like, trash bag not trashing? Do you need something else?
Yes.
Forever is a long time coming. Why'd they make you Aerial Bot Commander? You got no sense of adventure. Exactly. Silverbolt and an Aerial Bot talking.
Slingshot maintains his pitch-perfect characterization as just the worst. Where'd this dinkoid come from? The toy store?
All right.
I did like the nuts and bolts. I understand theoretical physics. No.
Nuts and bolts. I understand.
I did like that one.
Physics.
That was a good one.
I think you also said that you liked Perceptor's lines too.
I like Perceptor.
Perceptor, yeah,
So
he's got some good ones.
All right, fight or flee.
They aren't flight. Why? Because they are wimps. Yes, they appear to be wimps. I like that one. But just like
they appear to be wimps.
Yes, they appear to be wimps. Yeah, that was Cyclone.
Although I did also enjoy the "I'm stuck, help me."
Yes.
Yeah, I'm stuck up here. Well, everybody's got to be somewhere.
There was just so many good lines in this one that I did just enjoy the sassy Decepticons.
Yes.
So.
And then, of course...
Don't worry, there's plenty for everybody. All right, go ahead with the most famous
The
one.
iconic line, the one that you cannot ever forget. It's the most beautiful thing I've seen in the entire galaxy. All right, hand me the bomb.
Let's blow it up. Thief in the Night. Me Grimlocks ain't get the good part. Please define good part. Grimlock.
Me whenever there's an ACOM episode.
I did like Abdul was just talking about the swearing of animals, and he's like, I swear my 2 cousins roosters. They're very good roosters. Just the 2 roosters, not the rest of the chickens. Or the hens.
Just those 2 roosters.
Those 2 roosters. The hens are jerks.
Roosters.
Yeah.
Very good roosters.
I enjoyed that one.
All right, next segment. Favorite characters in this batch of episodes. Quick, mention who and why.
Oh, this is a tough one. There's a lot of good characters in these ones. I will probably have to say Triptychon. Either Triptychon or Abdul Fakardi. Just a big dumb dude. I just like a big dumb dude.
I know I mentioned I like Perceptor earlier, but also Skylink's very sassy humbleness.
Skylynx is fantastic.
And I know you hate it when I say I like Blur, but he wasn't a huge feature in these last 2 episodes, but he's just me hyped up on caffeine.
I don't hate Blur. I hate Blur's voice. I like Blur.
I guess I'm gonna go with Cup because Cup's one of my favorite characters and he has a great character arc.
I say for story arc, he's a great character to choose.
Yes.
I'm like, the other ones weren't as evolving.
Skylinks is always great, yeah. No, the side flipping, design changing broadside.
Yes.
Alright, next segment. Favorite magic slidey hand tech. Any notable gadgets Transformers pull out of their various body parts per episode?
We actually have some, like a handful of them.
In the Killing Jar, Wreck-Gar has a rocket fist.
Yes.
In Chaos, did anybody...
My rocket fist? No!
Did anybody notice any in Chaos?
I did not see any.
You mean,
there could have been some.
I just still was astounded by the tape recorder Autobots.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Forever is a long time coming. We get new cassettes from Blaster. Also, Blur has wrist blasters and, of course, the Coda remote.
The code of remote.
Which is in Alphatron's belly button. Flight or flee. Sandstorm has a wrist welder.
Yes.
Dive bomb shows up and has the forehead telescope usually reserved to Laserbeak.
Yes, and then there's the little flipping up wrist comms.
I forgot who it was, but one of them has like a chest gun that pops out at one point. Oh, I remember they were gray colored. I remember seeing it, and I was like meant to take note of it.
Is it 6-gun?
I know. I was just like, oh, he has a little chest gun.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't think I've seen that before.
There's also Warpath, who has like he turns into a tank, and he's got like the tank gun on his chest. It just sticks out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Chest guns are popular.
Magnus and Rodimus have wrist comms. Thief in the Night.
I liked the use of just chucking a building.
Yes.
I had mentioned that. I was like, I know that's not necessarily a weapon, but he did just chuck a building.
Yes. The real Magic Slidey hand tech with that is that the building stays.
Right? Yeah. The people are still in there, you know. Feel bad for anyone using the bathroom at the moment.
Oh yeah, did when they took Fort Knox,
there were people
all the
inside
gold
there.
fell. Do you think it just crushed those U.S. soldiers? Do you think they died, or do you think that
they had to last the entire trip back as well? Which, as far as we know, he travels underwater.
Yeah.
So I think they just had to jump ship as soon as they could.
Yeah. Although I think later on, when Abdul Fakadi is inspecting the gold, you can see in the background that his men are taking away some prisoners. So those may have been some people in Fort Knox. Yeah.
It's holding to the wall.
Oh no. Next segment. Favorite errors. Any noteworthy animation, sound design, or lore mistakes?
I did.
Oh gosh.
So many. So many.
So my favorite animation error with one of my favorite people was the whole blur in the sand pit,
Yeah.
because his body kept going up and down.
Yeah, he was like,
So it's like, okay, is he drowning? Is this quicksand? Is this levitation sand?
Right.
So that's just one of my very minor, but I had no blur, so I remembered it.
Yes. In the killing jar, you can tell Rodimus is fake because he doesn't have wings. Sometimes the alligator's mouth is above his face shield, up by his nose, and sometimes it's below, down by his chin. When he's in robot
Two
mode.
different studios doing it.
Exactly. Magnus broke the escape pod glass and then just expects Marissa Fairborn to be able to use the escape pod in space. Also, Cyclonus can turn into a jet. Why does he need an escape pod? Chaos. Cup was trapped, but then he just gets out of the mine really easy.
He was like, I'm back.
I guess he just found a different way out. It feels like a scene is missing, maybe where the other slaves that he frees help him move the rock or something. Forever is a long time coming. Characters are where they aren't supposed to be and aren't where they are supposed to be.
I swear I sneezed and they would like move entire places.
Different time travel, different planet.
I go back to a scene where the black hole was. I was like, I need to watch this several times because I didn't see anything happen.
Thanks, Aegon. Fight or flee. Poor Soundwave has Mixmaster's voice in one scene.
Oof.
But it's nice to see that Soundwave's still around.
I did take note that the mouths moving were very off in this episode specifically. I was like, oh my gosh, did they just... Come on, just send the sound a little bit further, a little bit back, or whatever.
Match the lip movements, please. Yeah, Bruticus is in one place while Brawl is in another place. Though I guess we don't technically see the lower part of him, and he could technically just scramble City a leg from a different combiner. Thief in the Night, we have a monstrous camel. And also physics.
Oh, at one point you see the Russian guy dancing next to the building, and he looks huge. As it's being picked up, and I was like, he's like the size of his leg. What's happening?
Perspective. Nope, just bad layering. All right. Next segment. TF Wiki Go Button Trivia. I believe it is Hayden's turn.
Yes, so for your consideration, the character Scylla from Beast Wars 2 continuity. Scylla is a genuine lady of the sea, prim, beautiful, and serene. Were it up to her, she'd spend all day gazing on the tides from the prow of the Photon Sailor. If her freaking space pirate Seacon crewmates would stop bothering her. So she is a member of the Seacon team. They're a combiner team that are all like Decepticon sea animals that all combine together into a big one. She She is also a pretender, which means she has a shell that she is inside, and this shell is cursed, to say the least.
The big lips.
It is.
And the eyelashes.
It is a giant squid with kind of droopy tentacles, and
feet.
Big ol' eyelashes and big ol' kissy lips on
She's
it.
a girl. She has to be like
She's gotta be like that, of course. She is constantly trying to.
Oh, she has
flirt.
sassy tentacles on her hips.
Yes, she's constantly like got that hip action. I know nothing about Beast Wars 2. I don't know how it plays out or anything, but there's a lot. Scylla is just the eternal flirt. She's flirting with everyone, anyone, anybody that she can look at.
If I remember,
Greek god Scylla vibes.
Yes,
a
it
little
is
bit.
actually. They are named after the different like
they
sea
combine
gods and stuff.
into King Neptune, right? The
Yes.
sea gods.
King
God Neptune.
God Neptune.
I believe she marries the Maximal Bighorn.
Oh my gosh.
The buffalo later on. In the show.
Marriage.
So they have marriage.
Sometimes.
In the Japanese continuity. However, this is like millions of years after they've been also
Westernized by America.
basically by being in
Well, by
contact
humans,
with,
I should say.
Yeah, being in contact with humans, so they have that sort of thing. However, in other continuities, there is also some sort of like spark bonding, legal marriage equivalent.
As legal as you can be in a time of war.
Yes.
Right, Transformers, forever.
We
forever
share
partners
charging
or whatever.
port, you know?
we drink the same energon.
Yes. But no, they're a retool of the King Poseidon from the Victory continuity.
Ah, yes. Yeah. She gets an eye patch in Beast Wars Uprising.
Yes, she does. I don't know why, but
She has Thunder Blast's body from Transformers Cybertron.
She has
Yes.
it's her pirate vibe. You gotta have an eye patch.
Arr,
She can
maybe.
see in the dark.
Yar.
In the 2005 IDW continuity, it looks like she joins. She's from Beast Planet or something.
Yeah, there was a couple of recent toys and stuff, and they're weird.
I like the tagline underneath this one picture of her, and it goes, "Who wears short shorts?"
Yeah, it's the character design. It looks like she's wearing like weird little go-go shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is Scylla. It is a very, very goofy looking squid form.
It's like the face of Bo.
Yes.
From Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
Totally forgot his name.
Yes.
Yeah, they did a spin-off series of him,
Yeah,
right?
and Firefly.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it, I just forgot his name.
Wasn't his name Firefly or something?
No.
Captain Jack Harkness?
Yeah, and that's where they have the Harkness theory. The Harkness theory is where you have to determine, would Jack Harkness be attracted to this monster or alien based on the Harkness theory, because he would sleep with anything as long as it was an adult and enthusiastically consenting.
Yes.
Okay, so do you think that Jack Harkness would be attracted to Scylla?
Yes. People were like, man, Jack Harkness would be attracted to The Rock from the Hail Mary show if it consented, you know?
All right.
He's a weird vibe.
He is a weird vibe.
Sorry, back to Transformers.
Back to Transformers, where there's definitely no over-sexualization of anything.
Not at all.
Not in the least
Totally
bit.
not.
Why do you have such big chest plates?
Just wait till we get to Thunderblast.
No, just wait until we get to Black Arachnia.
Oh gosh.
It's like, she doesn't even turn into a mammal. She turns into a spider. Why does she need those?
Why are they reflective? Why are they chrome?
Oh gosh.
Anyway.
Good old 90s.
Yeah.
Next segment, please. Cliffhanger questions. Sarah, would you like to ask Hayden a cliffhanger question, Transformer-related question that he will have to answer at the end of next episode?
So yeah, last time I had to give you deep lore questions, so this time is a little bit more fun. Okay. If you had to choose to be one of either the Dinobots or Beast Bots, like the Transformers.
Yes.
Which one would you be? And in particular, like, if you had to pick like a Dinobot, what type of dinosaur? Or what
like
type
a
of beast?
Dinosaur, or just like an animal of any kind, right?
Like,
okay.
It could be, technically mythical.
Ah, okay.
Or, so it would be like the Megalodon, or it could be like extinct, or it could be, now, like a giraffe.
Okay. So
Don't
if
be
I
a
was a
giraffe.
beast former, what kind of
there
beast
is a
would I
Transformer
be?
that turns into a giraffe.
His name is Long Rack.
Oh my gosh. I was joking. No. But yeah, so it'd be like, what in-depth beast would you be and why?
Okay, and why? And why specifically? I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, I'll be waiting next podcast episode.
Yes. Listen intently.
Yes. And here at the end of all things, we come to our wrap-up. Thank you all so much for joining us and listening to our ramblings, and a special thank you to our guest, Sarah!
Yay!
Any closing remarks on this batch of episodes?
I enjoyed it. This definitely got us some more deep lore / just some fun episodes and some fun dynamics of them, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't crazy deep, but it also wasn't just nothing, like, for show, so. Mm-hmm. And I actually went back, and now I'm actually going through all of the episodes right now, so.
Hey,
fantastic.
I'm now, like, in season 2, I'm like, the deep magic. It's like Narnia.
Yes. Season 2.
Now I know.
Season 2 is, like, the golden point.
It got me invested, so now I'm fully in it. I'm sorry.
And now it will hurt even more when you get to the movie.
No!
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny, throughout season 2, I was like, man, I can't wait to talk about season 3. Now we're in season 3, and I'm like, man, I miss season 2.
Yeah. Season 3's had some good stuff.
No, I do enjoy season 3. It's good. But would you like to read out the rest of our outro?
Alright. I hope you all will join the BroBots in Disguise again next podcast episode, where they'll be discussing the Transformers episodes, Starscream's Ghost, Surprise Party, Madman's Paradise, Nightmare Planet, and Ghost in the Machine of Season 3 of the Transformers Generation 1, released in 1986.
I remember 2 of those episodes. So this will be fun. At the time of this recording, these Transformers episodes are available on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel, as well as on DVD and several other streaming services such as Tubi and Pluto. Not sponsored, haven't been sponsored, but would like to be sponsored. Our podcast is available on YouTube and Spotify, and until then,
Give us money.
give us money!
Give us energy!
Or your
It would
best
take
camel.
all the gold in America to make us to make us review Kiss Players.
Oh gosh. No!
100 barrels of crude oil, please.
Listen, Tubi, we will accept payments in your best camels.
But we will go, and then we will go back in time to redo our reviews on Generation 1.
And with that, transform, roll out, and we will see you in the next one.
This is the best podcast episode we've ever done. All right, give me the bomb.
All right, now I'm in the box.